For this week's outdoor devotional, let's replay a scene that took place in ancient Egypt as we consider the heroes of faith. Kids! The Egyptians, the bad guys are coming. We gotta hide the boys. Come on, we gotta get them out. They can't know that we're here. Come on, get the window. They're coming. Come on. Logan, out. Come on, Logan, son. Gotta go. Get the little guy out of here. Don't let him get the little guy. Come on. Get out. Okay, hold on. Girls, remember what we talked about. If they ever come, remember what we talked about, okay? It's only, you can just say it's only you and your sister. Hey, here, go and play with your dolls. It's only you. It's fun to play, but if you consider the events and the reasoning behind why the parents of Israelites needed to hide their sons, it's actually quite scary. In Egyptian times, Pharaoh loved the use of slave labor. But as we see in Exodus chapter 1, the Israelites were multiplying. So he wanted to oppress them more and more, to the point where Pharaoh issued an edict that said the midwives were allowed to deliver any newborn girls, but the sons needed to be put to death. We see in our passage for this week. Allow me to read Hebrews chapter 11. By faith, Moses' parents hid him for 3 months after he was born, just like other parents hid their children to keep them alive. And the very special role that the midwives played, being brave enough to protect these children. But we see now how faith came into play. They hid Moses because they saw he was no ordinary child, and they were not afraid of the king's edict. Let's look at the fear aspect of it. By faith, the midwives and the parents were not afraid of an Egyptian ruler who favored death over life. So they put themselves in harm's way and they protected their child. And interestingly enough, we see that there was some sort of recognition. Now looking back, how God was working in those circumstances, there's a recognition that God was going to use Moses to be part of the deliverance to solve the very oppression and slavery that they were under. But seeing these events, it reminds me too of what our Savior Jesus' parents did. There was a different king that wanted to wipe out the young boys. So, being warned, they went the other direction actually, and they brought the infant Jesus to Egypt to keep him safe. And even though King Herod was breathing out his murderous threats, God protected Jesus, the Savior of the world. And even as in a side note, what a role it is. No matter what a king says, no matter what a ruler says, that life is a gift from God. And you never know what a little boy, a little girl could become in service of God's great salvation plan. Could the parents of Moses have known that God would send Moses and he would stand before Pharaoh and say, "Let my people go," would stand up on Mount Sinai and would receive the law. Mary and Joseph, they found out through an angel that the child that they would raise would be the Savior of the world. And how many little ones with a little laughter and joy and a little pitter-patter in their steps can be the very people that bring salvation to a neighbor, who bring hope to someone who's scared or lost, and talk about all that God has done. So it's a reminder, by faith, Moses' parents hid him for 3 months after he was born. By faith, the people of God protect the little ones. And by faith, they see that God can do amazing things through people. And by faith, they did this without fear, because they had a fear, a proper fear and awe and love of the Creator, who sent our Savior and is the giver of